Hello and welcome to part 18 of my All Quests, All Endings at Elden Ring guide. We've just been speaking to Brother Corrin in Gold Mask. We've picked up the gold discus incantation thingy. So we're now going to head over this way. Jump on torrent to speed it up. Feel free to kill anything we meet along the way if you want the runes. We're trying to get to I think it's a sainted hero's grave. It's a tomb which is guarded by a black knife assassin over this way. If I can just remember quite how to get to it. Grab a few items on the way. This is quite near to the area where, if you want to fight ancient dragon landsacs that we met when we first entered the Altus Plateau, this is quite near the area. Grab this grace while you're here. And then when we come back later to finish off Landsacks, that'll be the best grace to use. But this is where we're trying to get to. So Black Knife Assassin shouldn't be too taxing at this level, but just be on your guard. Obviously, it's quite a dangerous enemy. That'll give you the Black Knife weapon. Head into here. Down the left. Sainted Hero's Grave. So obviously activate Summoning Pool. Site of Grace, Stone Sword Key in here. Deal with the thing and then grab yourself a Crimson Seed Talisman. So we're a little bit lost here. Now in this dungeon you get these rings of golden light and you have to lure the shadow creatures into them to destroy them. So obviously here we've got a ring of light there and some of those little imp things. Make sure you lead them into the circle of light before you actually try and fight them. Take them out. Grab your your ghost glovewort. Open the barrier. Now at some point we need to use one of these blades to ride up there to get to those skeletons to clear this dungeon properly. Yeah, you just have to wait till it's dropped, then jump on, jump up. Deal with him, run to the top. You're going to need another Stone Sword Key down there. Let's deal with the enemy first. Stone Sword Key. Grave Glovewort. And we've got the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +1. Head through here, kill him. Drop down there. Then back up here. And that's where we were. So grab that Leyndell Soldier Ashes. Then we're going to head through the guillotine. So you can fight these guys again if you want the runes, but probably just run past them. Can be surprisingly annoying when they successfully grab you, actually. Then there's a guy on the horse to deal with there. Do watch out for the guillotine blades, they take quite a bit of health off. When you get up here, you need to be careful. There's a royal revenant that's going to attack you when you drop down there, and I really don't like them, particularly when I've got no health at all, which is the case we're on here. There are better ways of dealing with them. Just trying to get a bit of space here, trying to use around, but they are very fast. Grab that. That's the kind of enemy we need to defeat. So I've got the prattling pate, let's go. We need to defeat this enemy to open the boss door. So you need to lead him this way and get him to chase you. Not have to just try and hit him with something ranged or get a bit closer to lure him. You need to get him onto that golden platform. Then he's vulnerable. So deal with the enemy as you see fit. Shouldn't be too taxing once you've got him onto the Golden Sigil. And that means the door has now opened. We can enter the boss room. Quick heal. And we'll head back. Very low on health here, so taking the time with it, take a bit more care. There's the boss door. But we rather foolishly decided to go and deal with the Royal Revenant, which is really was a silly idea because I just don't like fighting them and the horrible, horrible things. I guess if you've managed to master the skill of parrying, you might not find them such an issue. So we're just looking for something here to give us any kind of healing at all, because we've used pretty much everything up at this stage. But what we find is there isn't actually anything that can offer us any useful healing. We're going to drop down and then we're going to try and get a bit of space, but inevitably there are a few items to grab in here which are easy to grab once we've dealt with the shadow guy. Particularly that Ghost Glove Walk 5, which we'll want. That's definitely worth coming back for if you want to upgrade your spirit ashes. So, that's the Royal Revenant. And again, it's on full health again. And it's rather annoying we not being hit by that frenzied burst. Maybe because it's so entirely skippable. Probably recommend you do skip it unless you really like fighting Royal Revenants. Another item up here we can just grab through that secret wall, but basically we're going to run back to the boss door and just get this dungeon out of the way now. We may deal with the Royal Revenant, but we'll do it with a little bit more thought this time. So dodge out those, dodge out those. Get the runes, solid heals, and this time we're just going to obliterate it with a unendurable frenzy. Then we're down to the boss door. Quick heal. Go for the black dumpling again for that. And it's the ancient hero Zamor. Going for a frost attack on us there, but we're going to use unendurable frenzy. She's not quite taking him out. So we'll get him with Vikes War Spear again. And then a bit more frenzy and he's gone. So there's another spirit ashes there. And we can return to the entrance to the dungeon. And we're back in Altus Plateau. We're now going to head this way. Grab any runes from the graves if you want. Golden runes, always useful. Feel free to take out this knight if you decide you don't like him. Then you can grab yourself the lightning great bolt here. Deal with these guys. Sacred tear, obviously, as always. And there is also in this chest Dragonbolt blessing incantation, so that's worth a visit. Then we're going to head this way for the lightning ram Ash of War, just in case you decide you want to use it later. Right back over this way, through here. Kill these guys on your way. Ride. Picking up the Windmill village site of grace while we're here. We're going to be coming back here a bit later to fight a Godskin Apostle and get a Godskin Peeler and Advanced Millicent's Grasp. But for now we're going to head this way. Feel free to skip any of these or fight them depending on your preference. West Windmill pasture now, I've got a few rats to deal with. We've got an item to grab in there. It's giant rat ashes, which I'm sure is wonderful. Never used it myself, but there you go. To each his own. Jump back on Torrent. You need to find a way of getting down here. Ride down this way. There's a carriage to deal with here, which has got a really good weapon in it. It's well worth trying to get this. It's the Great Stars, like a colossal club that does bleed damage. So highly recommend it, particularly if you're quite a high strength build. It's a weapon which I used to get me through quite a lot of the early game. You could try and rush in and grab it, but I'm just enjoying the combat and gathering up runes here. So. Always good for groups of enemies on Endurable Frenzy. And again, that Vikes War Spear skill is quite handy as well. So that's got the Great Stars, and we now may as well take out these troll guys and those little soldier guys who are helping them out. Then we're going to head this way. There's nothing in this carriage, it's just a kind of broken down one. Got a few demi-humans to take care of that. Don't jump down that spirit well. For now, ride across here, grab the Site of Grace. It's the Bridge of Iniquity, Site of Grace. And then we're going to head this way to advance Patch's quest and grab a few items like a Golden Vow incantation, which is very useful. One of my go-to damage buffs. So feel free to, I recommend you probably actually, if you can, just deal with these Abductor Virgins, because they will annoy you in this area. There's 2 or 3 of them, and if you just try and run past, you can end up getting ganged up. So if you can, I would separate them and take them out one by one. That was quite an inappropriate time to get madness. I thought about that one. Going for the unendurable frenzy again. And getting captured and munched. To death, actually. But there you go. Not a problem. We can start really close by. And we'll try and be a bit more careful this time. So, Bridge of Iniquity, Site of Grace, jump on Torrent. And again, you could try and dodge around if you don't like fighting Abductor Virgins, but there's 2 or 3 in this area, and we've got an invader to take care of as well. So, a video actually cut out unexpectedly here, so we will leave it for this time, but we'll pick up where we left off in part 19. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to watch the rest of the series.